Well, welcome to my second basics, Bushcraft basics video. And today we're going to talk about Firesteels. Just aimed at the beginner really, but some really basic information that will help you on your way and get results faster. Right, your basic Firesteel, they are all the same. They just come in different lengths really. What I would say is the longer the Firesteel, the easier it is to use. Because you're scraping down to produce the sparks, the longer the sweep, the more sparks you're going to produce. The little one will work, but it's not maybe the one to start with. As you can see, black coating, they always come like this. First thing you want to do is scrape some of that off. You see the other side of mine, that's the side that I actually use, because you want to get down to the silver stuff to get some sparks out of it. Now, as far as using it, my preference is using a knife. You can use one of the scrapers that sometimes come with it, although they are smaller, a little bit harder to use, I think, personally. The advantage of using a knife, when you're scraping, this acts as like a shield over the top. So when your sparks are flying off in all directions, they tend to bounce off the blade and down to where you want them to go. The other thing, if you use a knife, you want one with a very flat spine. You want to actually be able to feel a bit of an edge there, a 90-degree edge. If it's a knife where the top is rolled, it's going to be very difficult. So yeah, you want a nice sort of edge there, something that can bite into it, because it's that corner. So rather than flat or completely on the back, you're at 45 degrees. Using the sharp edge to do the spark and the blade as the shield to knock more of the sparks downwards. Right, you see a lot of different techniques actually as far as positioning, holding them, how you're going to use it, and everyone says theirs is the best. There is no right one, there is no wrong one. You do what works for you and what's suitable for conditions. If I'm lighting a fire or something where I don't want to be too close to it, I will flick them at a distance like that. Everyone says, oh, you shouldn't do that, you know, but it works. Certainly works for me. The other two ways of doing it, if it's, shall we say, a windy day and you don't want your tinder to move and you want to be really accurate, put your Firesteel actually on the tinder. Scrape down to it. Your sparks will be precisely on your tinder. Your tinder's not going to move because you're holding it still. You can do a single sweep if you get a good amount of sparks, or you can do, you know, rapid movements and just keep sparking it, especially if it's damp. You need more sparks. The other way you can do it is holding your knife still. Some people put their foot next to the tinder and put their fist on top of their boot like that, so you get a nice firm platform, and then drag the Firesteel away. You do whichever works well for you. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that you've got to get is a reasonable amount of pressure between the two. If you just do it lightly, nothing will happen. You need a reasonable amount of force. That's why it's good to sometimes either have it firmly on the floor or your knife or scraper firmly held in one way, because you do need the pressure between them. But apart from that, have a play with it. See what works right for you. There we go. That is my basics on Firesteels. Simple, effective firelighter will work in any conditions. This is only a medium size, and like I said at the beginning, a longer one is easier if you're not used to using one. I've got some little baby ones, like emergency ones. Yep, they work, but they don't produce as many sparks. You need a bit more technique. So a bigger one. If you're not sure, practice with a larger one. Once you've got a technique going, get what size you like. But yeah, great bit of kit. Comes on every trip. Thanks for watching.